are going to learn unit 5th of paper 1st, that is the principle of fish culture. This unit was very vast. Well, that's why the board has delayed briefly portion like a construction and layout of an ideal fish farm, productivity and sewage of fisheries. So according to your syllabus, this unit only one topic is important, and that is the general principle of fish culture. There are more four main points included in the general principle of fish culture. First one is monoculture, second polyculture, third extensive and intensive culture, and fourth one is integrated fish farming. First point is monoculture. It is culture of only one species in the water body. The monoculture does not require a very efficient management as species stock has a common food habit. Monoculture of mangur, singi, koi, it is useful the utilizing the spawn, vidi. It is the type of culture which involve growing or culturing of only one kind of species, in the culture of system. The cage culture of the penguins is popular in the Thailand. The prawn culture, milky fish culture, etc. It can be considered the monoculture practice in brackish water. It is a type. Then the case of tilapia, only one sex of fish is cultured in a pond order overcome the proliferate breedings. This is called the monosex culture. The monoculture is the oldest and the most common type of aquaculture is the practiced for 100 of the year. Isn't it, dear students? So the main fishes like common carp, catfish, milkfish, shrimps. Then this fish culture is koi are useful utilizing the swamps, vidi, dairy pond, etc. Then the advantages of this monoculture is the main advantage is desire to perform the and manage. Then the second advantage is the fish are harvested selectively by using nets. And the last one and the third advantage of this monoculture is less attention. Okay, this is about the advantages of monoculture. Then the disadvantages. About the main disadvantage of monoculture is that all the natural food available in the pond is not utilized. This is the main disadvantage of monoculture. Then the lower production, this is also the disadvantages of this monoculture. And the last and most important disadvantage is it spread the disease in fishes. This all about the monoculture. Now the next point is polyculture. In order to obtain the high production per hour, the water body fast growing completable species of fish in different feeding habit and the stock together in same pond, so that of the ecological niches are the occupied in by fishes. This pond management is called mixed fish farming, isn't it? Or it is also called as composite fish culture or the polyculture. You know the definition. What is the definition of polyculture? The pond management in the some ponds so that the ecological niches are occupied by the fishes. The system of pond management is called mixed fish farming or the composite fish culture. It is called as the polyculture. The basic principle of polyculture is compatible fish of a different feeding habits and are stocked together. They themselves do the most efficient manner all the require available pond of fish production. The species which are used monoculture can use the polyculture. For example, mixed culture, then heteroturus, and they can be undertaken provide the efficient management. If the question will ask in the exam like write the definition of polyculture or what is the polyculture, so you have to write the culturing two or more than two species of fish on the same water body. It is called as the polyculture. Then advantages: productivity of pond is fully utilized and cultivation of parasites is difficult. It is the disadvantages, isn't it, dear students? Then the next point is the third point is the extensive and intensive culture. The method of fish culture is mainly three type: extensive method of culture, intensive method of fish culture, and the semi-intensive method of fish culture. The first one is the extensive method of culture. It is simplest culture or the approach, and then utilize the natural productivity. The simplest culture approach here, the farming operations are mostly traditional. Such a operational practices is characterized by the low technical and the financial input or the low yield paddy fish culture. You see in this video the about the extensive method of culture. This such operational practices are characterized by the low technical and the financial input and low yield. The paddy and fish culture in there is etc. The practice in the brackish water of Kerala, in West Bengal, in India, Indonesia, the Philippines, etc. For example of the extensive method of culture. In the average fish production of this village pond in India through the extensive culture is around 600 kg per hectare in per year. Okay, 600 kg per hectare in year. Then the semi-intensive. In the semi-intensive, the culture operation in between the two where the maximum advantages of the natural food seed intake. Then the intensive, it is the most or more sophisticated, requiring is very high financial and the technical input. The distinct feature of this culture, you see in this video, the high productivity 900 kg per hectare. This is the 3D dimension video of the extensive method of culture operations are more the sophisticated, requiring very high financial and technical input. The distinct features of this culture operation in the same complete depend on the hatchery, breed, fry, high stocking density, use the formulated feed in this tank. This type of culture is practices in different countries like foreign countries like Japan, Korea, etc. This used for a prawn culture also. This is the intensive type of management make all effort to control and modify the environmental condition in such a way that the maximum yield is obtained in the minimum water spreading area. The maximum yield is obtained from the minimum water spread area, isn't it, dear students? You understood about the intensive method of culture. Then this is the average production. Then on the other hand, the composite fish culture can be maximum yield 10,000 hectare per year. This is about the intensive method of culture. Then we will see the next point, and this unit is the integrated fish farming. Integrated fish farming means the cultivation of fish along with animal plant both together is called the mixed farming. Is the three type of fish farming integrated, like a fish culture in a rice field. You see in this video the fish culture in the rice field. This is also the 3D video about the fish farming in rice field. The rice field is practiced in the Southeast Asian countries. In India, Indian major carp along with tilapia cultured rice field up to the fingerline stages in the rice field along with the tide of water. The fishes enter in the rice field. The rice field are filled with a monthly February or March. These fishes grow in yield, then they are catch in December using the trap. The production of fish yield in the Kerala, the field are used in cultured prawn or fishes. Then this type of they grow in the harvested mostly in the April and November. In this month they grow, the fish grow in the grow and they harvested. The production of the field about the 300 to 1000 kg per hectare, but in per year. Okay. This is the field also including the like mangur, koi, singhi. Injected, the borders are related in the size 3 multiplied by 3 meter. In constant flow of water, maintenance include the spawn to breed. The spawning usually takes place within 24 hours. These hatchlings are collected on the several days of breeding. This is the fish culture in rice field. The merits of the in unconventional method of culture, it gives the additional income to the farmer. Fish control the harmful and the insected. The movement help to action which causes the losing soil, then external the food to good manure of rice field, then serious pest, the border is can be control, help to control of the malaria. This is about the merits. And then it increase the renovation of cages, then fertilize heavy fish mortality during the summer. This is in India, the rice culture, it's still preliminary stages. This is about the rice fish culture. The next one is a fish pig farming. Next point is fish pig farming. In fish pig farming, pig dung is used as fertilizer and food for fishes. Production of fishes in this method may be go up to 6,000 kg per hectare in per year. This is about the fish pig farming. The next and last point is fish duck farming. This is the last point in this unit. The fish duck farming is raising the duck in the fish pond has been found to be a more successful. The duck feed on weed, insect, larvae, tadpole, mussels, trash fish and vegetable debris. Dropping of the duck are used as fertilizer for fishes. Even the fishes also consume these dropping as food. The production of fish from 1 hectare water with 900 duck is about 3,500 kg per hectare in year. Cultivation of fishes along with animal or plant or both together fertilize many countries including our India. This is here our 5th unit is finished. So thank you students.